Awesome.
That is awesome.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I have not strung him up and beat him with a wet noodle yet. That hasn't happened yet, but it's pretty close. This is the week that might happen.
Yeah,
We're
going at it a little bit here, right?
That's all right. It's
been a fun hour.
But you know who steps in with her very feminine voice? Mel.
Is it that feminine?
No, it's not.
No,
it's not. I'm just making up as I go along.
It's not.
All right, you ready to make it happen?
Finish shit up.
I'm Scott.
I'm Don.
And we're talking real estate. What's
All right.
going on, ladies and gentlemen? Don's had 5 cups of coffee. He's going to bounce off the walls. Steve Kreitz, you made it, my friend. You definitely are the man. You made it. Good to see you guys here. We're going to talk about money. We're going to talk about fall. We're going to talk about all kinds of craziness, right?
We're talking about mortgages.
Yes, we will. We
Yeah.
got the legend, Mike McLaughlin, ready for that.
He has been around for a while, so.
Oh, he missed 1 week.
Maybe he's got, no, 2.
2?
Mhm.
What? You got to pull his contract. We got to pull that contract then.
2 weeks. Mike has been on for 2 weeks. So hopefully he's got some good information for us this week that, over the last couple of weeks. So
Shelly Gambino's in the house. Good to see you, Shelly. Good to see you. Don, so a couple things before we start. Lots of power outages again.
I know. You know what? This morning, I noticed on Twitter. I'm a Twitter guy, not all the time, but enough to where I get a lot of my information from. And DT posted a map on the power outages in our area.
Yep.
Yeah, there was a lot of small little areas, 100, 150. It was crazy how many were in. Dearborn was one of the big ones again. I'm thinking for all those people that live in certain area of Dearborn, they just keep getting hammered. And
I mean, the generator sales in Southeast Michigan should be going through the roof.
yeah.
So tell us this: if you lost power at any time since yesterday, give us a no power. If you got power, fight the power. Whatever you want, throw in the chat. Right, throw in the chat. Absolutely. Chris Bergeron's in the house. I saw Chris today.
I did too.
She was here making it happen.
She gave me a hug today.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So if you had power, guys, if you had power the whole time, put I got the power. If you didn't, put fight the power. How about that? Throw power in the chat, please. All right. So you want to go to our good friend Mike McLaughlin?
Let's go to Mike.
On him.
What's up, Mike?
There he is. Legend.
You guys missed me, huh?
We did.
So hold on.
Gotta make sure that I keep you wanting more. So I gotta skip a couple weeks.
We're not like a bad relationship or a bar okay? Come on, really?
Yeah, we'll do it.
So how come I'm repping Academy Mortgage over here and you got Iron Man?
I'm repping the MCU, baby.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So somebody put in DT sucks. Somebody's like, as soon as you come on, people are like, Mike, he's in the house. Candy Corey says, got the power. That's right. I got the power.
I'm Iron Man.
Who was that? I'm trying to think who that was. I got the power. Oh, God.
So no, we've been fortunate here to have power. We haven't lost power in the last day or so. So I consider myself very fortunate.
But Michael, it's like it's not normal rains. We get like the monsoon rain for like an hour, and then all the power is to the world goes.
We get that torrential downpour for 30 minutes, which is just enough to flood everybody's basement.
I know it. It's crazy. I was popping by to see people yesterday, and it was like it come down. I'm like, oh my God. So
yeah, you get enough water that there's just no way for it to drain fast enough, and it's going to get into those rod holes and into your basement.
So again, if you had power the whole time, put I got the power. If you haven't, put fight the power. So a little Public Enemy, and I can't remember the other group. It'll come there. It's like it's getting.
What was the other song? Fight the Power and what?
And I got the power. I got the power. That song.
CNC Music Factory.
Yeah, that's it. Hey. He used to break dance that song.
Gotta bring your game, Scott.
Michael used to break dance that song. I guarantee you did.
Were you DJ at one time?
DJ?
Yeah.
I have DJ'd before.
Nice.
I've also run karaoke, like karaoke nights and stuff like that for family members and stuff like that.
That doesn't surprise me at all. So Tracy Schultz, I got the power. Very nice. People got the power. Good. We're glad folks got the power. So Michael, tell us. We're Don and I were kicking this one around. In your estimation, what kind of last minute blips do you see in the mortgage process? What kind of last minute things do you see?
Oh boy, we just had one that we collision averted, and it was because of appraisal gap coverage. And what happened was, here's an example: we had somebody whose credit score was just a little bit, on the lower side, 620 to 640, standard FHA loan, which if you're in that credit range, that's going to be pretty much where you're going to be as an FHA, which is great. It's a great product. But what we had happen is when we originally did the purchase with no appraisal gap coverage, my client had what we call reserves. It means money left over. So she had 5 months reserves. So she had, say, $6,000 in the bank after everything was said and done, and the system likes that. So what happened was the appraisal gap coverage was $5,000, knocking her down to only 1 month reserve, and we lost the approval. So that's where, I'm a professional problem solver. That's my whole life. My whole existence is just solving problems, as you guys are too in the real estate industry. That's really the number one quality for anybody that wants to work in this industry, whether it's maybe not appraisal, but title, mortgage, real estate. You got to be a problem solver. You got to see, and you can't even, you don't sit and languish on the problem. You just say, okay, this is the problem. How do we solve it? If you're worrying about the problem or talking about the problem, your direction is in the wrong place. So it ended up being a real easy solution by having her pay for her homeowner's insurance on a credit card before closing. It added 1 month reserve and got our approval back. Wow. Did we know that before we tried? No, but luckily enough, that was all it took. Sometimes it can require more creativity, perhaps a gift from a family member to bump up the reserves. There's other things that you can try, but that's an example. So appraisal gap coverages can mess with the amount of money that a client had. That's a blip that can come up, and it just literally happened. Finished fixing it less than 30 minutes ago. Other things that can come up as you're approaching the finish line.
What about this one? What about opening new lines of credit? How do we solve that?
Yeah, that doesn't happen that often because I feel like we hit that really hard, not to do that. I feel like you guys on the realty side are hitting that as well. There's certain things that I think everybody comes at them with, and opening new lines of credit during the mortgage process. How often does that happen? Maybe
you and I have been at a table before where somebody did it, and they'll remain nameless, but you had to do a bunch of shifting around at the table. I've seen that before with you before. So
yeah, were you at the one where the night before, was that yours? I don't think it was yours, but the night before closing, they went to Home Depot to buy paint, opened a credit card to buy the paint. And luckily enough, because we're a direct lender, we don't have to go to one of the big boxes. We are the box. So because we're a direct lender, I was able to get on the phone at 6:00 at night, get my director or manager of Northeast underwriting on the phone. She was able to pull the file up, add the debt, add the liability, rerun findings, and then that allowed us to close right then, not have to come back to the table. And then we just added it as a liability and got a credit supplement after closing.
Yeah, all kinds of crazy.
So there's a lot of ways you can make it work. Sometimes it's about trying to close the account on the spot so that you can get proof that the account was closed. That's an answer sometimes. But the one I was thinking of, so that's one that comes up. But the one I was just thinking of, now I got to remember it.
So
it comes up just before closing. Not the appraisal. Oh, it's prominent at this time of year. Is the property taxes, like the change. Sometimes the public record will lag on the change of ownership. So you think you know, you look at the public record, you look at the the taxes that are paid, so you think you know what to expect for the prorated taxes, and then all of a sudden 2 weeks before closing the tax bill comes out and it's $2,000 more than what you expected, and now you have to try to explain to your client why they have to figure out how to bring $2,000 more than what we all anticipated. So that's something that can happen twice a year with the summer and winter taxes, and you just got to be really careful. Sometimes it's unavoidable. I had it happen in a couple of different ways this year, but it's unavoidable that you're going to run into those problems.
Yeah. So, Michael, quick question from the audience. Why do mortgage companies need to know where money transfers are going and stuff like that? So give us a succinct one, because we don't have tons of time for that.
So you're talking about when you got your bank account and there's what if you just did the naked eye, it looks like an anonymous deposit of $1,500 into a bank account. Why do we care about that? So we have to look at your deposits on your bank statements as our client very closely because of the Patriot Act and money laundering. If it's over a certain percentage, it could be, in some loans it's a percentage of your income, and in other loans it's a percentage of the loan amount, then deposits have to be documented. And if they can't be documented, and then we have to try to back it out. In other words, pretend like it's not there, and do you still qualify? Yep. So you cash deposits, that's a no-no for us. But if we can document where it came from and get that to the underwriter, then typically deposits are fine. It's just a matter of does it interfere with the Patriot Act, and if so, can we source the funds in order to be in line with the money laundering issues that they have in the country today.
People love hearing your voice so much, Michael. We got one more for you. Are people getting beat up for flood insurance? Is still an issue?
We'll dig a little deeper. On a conventional loan, you're allowed to have private flood insurance, but on an FHA loan, you have to have the FEMA flood insurance, which can be much more expensive because you're being pooled with all the Louisiana properties, the Florida properties, the Texas properties that are real flood problems. So yeah, flood insurance, especially in the Heights, is an issue with when and what you can qualify for.
Very nice, very nice. Hopefully, guys, answer your questions. Mike McLaughlin, you're the greatest of all time. Quick question for you before you go. Are you starting to see the signs of fall, sir?
I am. Right, we're getting some lower temperatures in the night. A lot of condensate on the windows in the morning. Fall is on its way because the pigskins fly in Ann Arbor.
I'm telling you, one more for you, bud. They love you. They love you. You're like a celebrity.
The answer, man.
That's right. Also, get closing costs you paid from 2 different cashier checks from 2 different people, or should it come from one account?
At closing, once we've sourced that you have the amount of money needed for closing, we don't care where the money comes from as long as it's in a certified check and it meets the requirements of the title company.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. All right, brother. We're ready to get back to it. Iron Man, I will see you later.
All right, guys. Peace.
Bye. Be good, Mike. All right. So, guys, tell us, have you seen the signs of fall, ladies and gentlemen? In the comments, tell us what kind of signs that you're starting to see. Are you starting to see leaves? You mentioned the leaves change. I don't think I see that yet. Do you?
So I did. So I was working out one day and we were looking out the window across the street and there was a couple trees. This was like last week, I think early last week. And I wanted to make sure I wasn't seeing something. So I mentioned something to somebody who was standing next to me and go, man, does it look like those trees are turning colors already? And they go, yeah. As a matter of fact, it was the week before they started noticing some change. So
very cool. So are you starting to see the signs of fall? Are we starting to see the signs of fall? That's what we're looking for, ladies and gentlemen. In the chat, put over. You're starting to see the signs of fall. We love to hear that. I am not. I still think it's hot as hell out there. For me, 75 is too hot. All right. So I was sweating like crazy all the time. What about you, Mel?
I don't like the heat.
No, I don't like the heat either. That's
Humidity,
my girl.
nothing.
Acorns banging on my awning. Tracy, I always count on my man Tracy Shields for that stuff. So I had somebody else was saying that at my house. They could hear the walnuts. The squirrels were breaking walnuts off on the roof. I was like, really?
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting. How many of this is going on?
there's a couple walnut trees near my house, and you'll see the squirrels with them in their mouth. They dig our yard up and put them in they try to dig them in a hole, put it in our yard, in the flower beds and gardens and stuff. And then you see them later on in the season when they're trying to find them. They don't find them. They're digging, they're smelling everywhere. They don't find anything.
So a sad one for Shelly. She hasn't been able to float in her pool. Yeah, got a little kiddo. It's pretty warm. I don't know if did you drain it already? Let us know if you drained it. Yes, the berries on my dogwood tree. No, not a heated pool. I don't think. The berries on my dogwood tree are turning red. Yeah, so we're getting the signs of fall. We're definitely getting the signs of fall. That's a good thing. Second one for you. I was able to enjoy the University of Michigan football game Saturday night. It was 9/11. The best. I mean, I love that they beat the hell out of Washington. That was good. But at the same time, the halftime show was amazing.
Yeah.
So 20 years before or after 9/11, they had all kinds of flag, like the flag lit up on us. It was awesome. Yeah. It was absolutely awesome. So tell us
at the beginning of the game, they had the flag.
Yep.
For the whole. And
they had a flyover and stuff. Yep. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, tell us. I know it's football season, right? So tell us. Favorite football team this year? Who are you loving this year? I got lots of Go Blues. Those are my guys there. Okay. Tell us, favorite football team you want to watch, and please don't say the Lions. Who's your favorite football team to watch this fall? Because that's a sign of fall, right?
Absolutely.
College or pro, either one. Absolutely.
Football's a huge sign of fall.
Makes me want to nap.
You want football?
Yes.
Does it really?
It does. I don't know. It's like the same, like, sound level.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the white noise. And
really?
I can just take a nice nap. Mm-hmm.
All right. Remind me not to take Mello football game. Jeez.
I'm
Man.
just, well.
Off the top of the checklist.
While sleep in the chair.
Yeah, absolutely. So Rams and Go Blue. All right, Go Blue. Tampa. Yes. I'm telling you, Tom Brady is the man.
Could that Go Blue mean the Lions too? They're blue.
They're not. They're Hawaii or Honolulu blue. That's what they are right there. All right. So let's start talking about. Don and I were going to think about this earlier today. Money spent buying a house. And I don't mean the mortgage, right? We don't mean the mortgage. We're just thinking about, I almost wanted to call this writing checks, but nobody hardly writes checks anymore.
It's taking money out of your pocket from the time
The baby boomers still do it.
Yeah, I'm sure. So, hey,
from the time you put an offer in on a house to the time you close on it.
So far we got Go Pack, got Tampa Bay, Rams, Go Blue, Michigan. Shelly says Concordia Cardinals because my girl cheers. That's cute. That's very cute. So to ask this question to the audience here. So do you still write checks, ladies and gentlemen? Do you write checks? Because I definitely, only time I write checks for the business, I don't write a lot of personal checks at all. You?
No.
Mostly, yeah, just business.
Yeah, I don't write a lot of checks. Mel, what about you? No?
Even with my business, I'm doing more online.
I'll ask for a sheet of checks at the bank.
That's it. Yeah. So, because here's money spent when buying a house as far as, and no, never. There you go. So, do you write checks? We're going to call this segment checks you write when you're buying a home. Okay. But it's not going to work. Not once in my life. Wow. That's good. I like it. Not once.
So, I like writing checks because I can keep a paper trail of it. Mm-hmm. But I sent I had to pay one of my bills last year when we the slowdown in the with mail and the post office, and I had to pay a late fee because it didn't get there in time, and I mailed it in plenty of time.
You just send them a picture of the post.
I just decided I'm not.
At one point, it's like that. At one point, Don just washes his hands and things.
I'm not going to mess with that. So, anyways, I decided I'm going to start paying them online. I do almost all of them online.
Mm-hmm. So here's what we got.
The best thing.
One person said, "Not once in my life." Steve Kreitz says, "Cash is getting hard." Right. Trey says, "A check a month." I guarantee I know who that's going to. Okay. These days we have Venmo and PayPal. Yes, we do. Absolutely. So, but here's what we want to talk about: monies. Not your mortgage, but monies you pay along the way when you're buying a house. Usually. So what's number one?
From when you start the process.
When you accept
number one is your earnest money deposit to secure the home. So when you put an offer in, you put down $500, $1,000. Do you need it?
You
need at least $1. Yes.
Really?
Earnest money?
Yeah. Don't you?
No.
You don't.
I thought you backed them up before.
Don't you have to have one?
No. So in your most contracts,
consideration.
Most of your contracts, you get earnest money, and about backed them up before. I'm going to back to where they didn't pay $1 in earnest money. But yeah, so that's one, right? Number two is you got to pay for your private inspection. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Private inspection. I tell people I've seen cheapo ones for $250. Okay, it's usually the 80-year-old man with the clipboard. It takes 3 hours. That's usually that guy. And I've seen them all the way up to about $500.
Yeah, three to 500 seems to be about the range.
Most companies are doing PayPal checks, stuff like that. I mean, I guess I don't know if anybody that takes Venmo, but I know a lot of people take PayPal for that. So,
and I think most people pay credit card.
I put down $2. Attaboy, Steve.
$2.
So what's number 3?
Serious.
Oh,
Number 3.
$2 plus tip. Better off dead. I know that. That's a good one. $2.
So number 3 is appraisal. What also the application fee for the mortgage. So you have to have the appraiser go out there. So that'd be your third one, and that's usually $300 to $500.
I tell you what, buddy,
$600.
I'm starting to see.
Minus 525.
Yeah, I'm starting to see about $550. Like
maybe
they climb.
$600 now.
Maybe it's all the old appraisers out there because appraisers are getting old.
And there's not as many in the business.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that's that. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah. So then another thing, homeowners
insurance.
You usually do that beforehand. Usually it can be rolled in sometimes, but usually you do a year's worth.
Yeah.
Right. The homeowners. Right.
Yeah. You have to.
Yep.
So
and then you got some
price. What's the range on that? 3 to 1,000.
No, more than that. Bigger house, probably more than that. Probably. I mean, $1,100, $1,500
$1,200.
Yeah, so $1,500 somewhere in there. Depends how big the house is. But so that's first 4, right? First 4. If you're in Dearborn Heights, flood insurance, you have to pay for flood insurance a year up front. That's possible. There's lots of places. I'm just picking on Dearborn Heights because it's home.
Well, there's a little bit in Allen Park. There's a little bit in
Yep.
Dearborn.
Yep.
Trenton. Out west.
Yep.
Yeah, there's some other areas.
Other ones that Don and I came up with is one is city repairs. If you assume the city repairs in most cities, meaning the seller is leaving all the city repairs to you to do or a certain one to do, the city usually makes you pay for what's called a closing letter, right?
Or sometimes they have an escrow. Like I just sold one in Wyandotte, and city required a $1,800 escrow from the purchaser. So the purchaser had to put down $1,800 to get this letter,
Yep.
and it's estimated that's what it's going to cost to do the repairs that the city cited. And if he doesn't do them, they're going to maybe do them. I don't know.
Yeah.
What,
so
but nothing ever happened.
real quick in the comments, Trace Schultz said, he says, yeah, flood insurance sucks. Yeah, you'll get out of it, my friend. I know we're going to get you out of there. I promise you. Shelly said she just missed it somehow, which is good. Steve Kreitz says, I never hate on Dogwood Heights, buddy. Never, ever, ever. I'm a Dogwood Heights guy in here. Okay. But if they get hit with flood insurance all the time. So that's 6. Now give me another one. You got another one?
Sometimes you have to add, and I think Mike was kind of talking about this a little bit on the mortgages. Yeah, sometimes towards the end of the process, you have to pay off some debt because something showed up either on a credit report or in that instance with that buyer where the appraisal gap coverage, she had to pay additional money. She used her credit card to have enough in reserves for the two months. So
I'll tell you, you want to know something weird, guys? I'll tell you, one company that does that payoff debt stuff at the very end is Quicken Loans. Like I've been to plenty of closings with Quicken where there's a check from closing that goes out to pay for a payoff debt or pay that down. I see that like a bunch of times.
who's paying it?
The buyer side. Buyer, they bring with them a certain amount of money that gets kicked in there. I mean, yeah, I've seen that a bunch of times now. They wait to the last minute to pay stuff up. I guess I don't know. It's different. Definitely different. And then the last one, the most important one, is a gift for your realtor. You should spend some money with a gift for your realtor, whether it be a nice dinner, whether it be, I don't know.
Coffee?
Yeah, some coffee. Not me, dirty water. No way. But yeah, some kind of gift for your realtor. So guys, those are the ones we came up with. We came up with 8. So your earnest money, private inspection, appraisal, homeowners insurance, flood, a city letter if you had to sue the city repairs, debt, and something for your realtor. So
somebody put on your cookies.
Cookies.
They know
do
you.
know me.
That person knows you.
Listen, the reason I started closing at Michigan Title is because they made fresh baked cookies.
We know. You've told us that story
Absolutely.
many times.
Pisses me off, Don. I told Smitty, the guy, I go, can you bring back the cookies, man?
Dude.
Jeez.
COVID or no COVID?
I know. We don't care. We just want cookies, damn it. All right. So
wait. We got one more question. We got another question.
What?
So
yeah.
Mel wants to go on vacation. Any suggestions on where she can go to?
Yeah. So guys, Mel's been
where do you want to send her?
She's been bellyaching about this vacation business. She's been bellyaching about this all week. I want to go on. I never go on vacation. I don't want to go on. So first of all, we've missed you. We wouldn't be able to do the show without you. That's first. Second, where should Mel go on vacation? Let us know. Tracy, Steve,
Reasonable.
Shelly. Reasonable. I don't know what that means.
Like I don't.
Maybe we'll send her. Maybe Don and I will kick in a fun and we'll send her on vacation somewhere. If you pick somewhere reasonable. Yeah, reasonable. So in the chat, tell us, where should Mel go on vacation?
I haven't been on a plane in 12 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you afraid of planes?
No.
Okay.
Just never go
So
on a
she
plane.
can go up Smoky Mountains. That a
Smoky
boy.
Mountains.
Tampa Bay. Very nice. Where else? Northern Michigan.
That
Chris
sounds
Bergeron.
nice.
There you go. She might
I
go
did
with
wanna
you.
Go to Traverse City.
Traverse City's nice. Absolutely. Where should Mel go? Where should she go? Jamaica me crazy.
I like that one.
John Becker comes in with the winner right there. I'll pay for you to go to Hamtramck. John, that's a great one. I will send you. That's right. I'll send you on a weekend trip to Hamtramck. You can stay at Polsky's rental homes there. You can go to
The second store
Polish
floor.
Village. You can do it all.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
So yeah, I have a suggestion for you. Go to Grand Rapids for art prize.
Art prize.
What's that?
They have, you don't know,
Mm-mm.
Grand Rapids. They didn't have it last year because of COVID, but I don't know if they've had it for 8-9 years. They have art and artists from throughout the world, I think internationally, submit artwork, and there's different types of.
Exhibit?
What's that?
It's just an exhibit or something?
Oh, it's
So I
throughout-
guess-
it's throughout the downtown area. It's a great
Oh,
experience.
Don, I guess my question is,
It's
when she
awesome.
goes there to drink something, does she have to put this one up like this, the pinky, or what?
No, because they got breweries here, and you don't even have to do that stuff. It's for
There you
down to
go.
earth.
There you go.
It's a
Wrap that
down to
hand
earth
around the
people.
glass.
I still like John Betker's going to Hamtramck. John, I'll tell you what.
San
We're going to
Antonio,
send him to
Texas.
Hamtramck, and
Yeah,
then
that would
on
be
our
cool.
dime, and we'll make sure we bring pictures next week, sir. I appreciate that. Always good to hear from him. Are they doing that? Are they doing that this year? Now you got everybody talking about art. Whatever
I don't
it's
know
called.
yet. I think you know what, Kathy? I'm not sure.
If you need art advice,
a good
come see
question.
Don, Kathy. That's a good thing. Traverse City's beautiful, so is Petoskey.
Kathy,
Yes, they
I've
are.
Kathy,
never
have
been
you
to
been
Petoskey.
there? Have you been there?
Yeah.
Art,
Kathy?
or what do you call it? Ed's there. That's Ed's spot. All right, so we're done with her Mel's vacation trip. We're done with that. We'll bring
All right,
we'll
she's
post
outta here.
pictures
Wow,
later.
that was quick.
That's
Jeez.
right. That's right.
All right. So what would realtors do?
So
What would
first,
realtors
before we go to
see?
what realtors see, this episode of What Realtors See is sponsored by
Big ass water slides.
Big Ass Water Slides. I love my big ass. I'm telling you. All right.
You
So
got it.
this first one comes from Don. First one comes from Don. Okay. Don, tell us what we're seeing here.
So this was a rental house that somebody moved out and they didn't cut the grass or trim anything the whole year. This whole
I mean, it
summer.
looks kind of like a natural grow house or something like that to me.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
crazy. Look at how long it was
No, it looks
in,
like
in the cracks.
what's that movie with Will Smith?
Legend.
Legend.
I am Legend. It does look like I Am Legend, or the land after people, after humans, or the world after
Or
humans, or something.
Endgame.
Yeah.
It's Endgame, you know.
So-
You got that
After
second
they
one too.
snap
Show
your
the
finger.
second one in the backyard. In this next one, you'll see how tall the
Let me see
shrubs
on the
and
right-hand
the weeds are in the backyard compared to the back of the house, where the windows are. You can.
Yep, share. Another share.
This one.
So this one is even better. It looks like the
Top of
one
the
window house here.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And there's another window there. You barely see it.
Nope. We'll do that.
Oh, where is it at?
There it is. All right, now just go click on the top, click on the back screen behind it. Just click the one behind it. Yep.
Okay.
All right, so now what we're looking at here is a covered window. Tell us a little more.
This is the back of the house. That's the grass in front of the front part of the picture is the grass, and over to the left, and just wild shrubbery and just.
You know what would look
crazy.
awesome in this? You would look awesome in some Bermuda shorts, like a green shirt, and like butterfly net. That's I picture you in that, or some camouflage or something like that running through there. That's what I picture. Don
So-
Lawrence in there.
So that reminds me of that movie Papillon.
That's right.
Good one, man. It's
Oh,
a
I'm
good
telling
one,
you.
right?
Hey, so we got a couple
I
more.
can take a joke.
Yes, you can. We got a couple more. Let's see.
To the right. To the right.
Right.
To the right. One more.
There you go.
Oh.
So I saw this. Click. Yeah, I can click behind it. Yeah. So I saw it and click it on the left hand side. You got it. So I saw this one. No, that's not it.
Oh, come on.
She's already thinking about vacation, ladies and gentlemen. She's already thinking about
She's
vacation.
already on vacation.
Nope. Down the bottom.
Where?
Yep, there. Get that.
Okay.
Now you gotta go stop sharing first. Now you gotta go back to sharing. Hang on, guys. Technical difficulties. We'll get there. We'll get there.
So many.
Mel's already thinking about going on vacation, so we'll get there. Yep, you gotta share.
Share. You
Share.
just hit share. There you go.
There we go. All right. Now,
There you go.
so I saw this one, guys. I saw this one here on it was decoration by a door. That's an old fire extinguisher. I don't even know if it would work. You think it would work?
No, I don't.
It looked like a.
I can guarantee it doesn't work.
You think you had?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was right by the door.
Firefighter owned a house or something.
I don't think so, but it's possible. It's definitely possible. And then my favorite one for movie fans. Hang on.
Oh, yeah.
This one got sent to us. So let's see. Right there. Yep. Bottom. Go click behind it. All right. So that right there, if you don't know, that is Han Solo in carbonite on the fridge. So that is actually, I would get that for my fridge. I really would.
So what is that? How'd they do that?
I think it's a sticker.
It's a decal.
Some kind of, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a very
'Cause it
well
looks-
placed decal.
It's very, yeah, it's like
It's a
3D or something.
Imagine if you saw that at night. Imagine if you saw that.
that's
You go in the
spooky,
kitchen, grabbing a quick bite at the
Whoa.
end. What the hell would that
It
mean?
would spooky, yeah, for sure.
Oh my gosh, the candy corn. That's exactly right. That's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. So go ahead and close that up. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have some item that you see in a home, no.
Steve Christ says, stay out of my backyard.
Stand on my back.
Snuck back there, Steve.
If you have something that you think would work for what realtors see, because we're starting to get a good flow of these from other
Yeah.
people, right?
Yeah.
And remember,
That's
Share
what my
with
vacation
us.
is.
that's right. And remember, this episode or this segment is sponsored by
Big ass water slide.
Big Ass Water Slides. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a great night with you today. Mel is going to be going to Hamtramck here pretty soon this weekend, so she'll tell us all about it on the return. Anything for the people?
Thanks for joining us tonight.
Absolutely. We love having you.
We love
We
it.
love being around here with you too. Okay. I'm Scott,
I'm Don.
and
Mel.
we screwed it up. Sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Hello.
Try to get. I'm Scott,
I'm Don.
I'm Mel.
and we're talking real estate. See ya.